Hello friends, I'm Svanur Thorkelsson, an Icelandic storyteller, poet and guide. For decades I've walked the old paths, where lava cooled into memory, where farmers traded ghost stories at the sheep roundups, and where the sagas still ride on the wind. Today I want to invite you into my new book, Elfworld, Alfheimar. At its heart, this is a story about knowledge, how it survives, how it's shared, and how it can save us or undo us. In the frozen depths of Iceland, a lone elf surfaces carrying the stored wisdom of a fading civilization. Humanity stands on the edge of a new era, and this gift could be a lantern or a weapon. The book blends history, science fiction, and fantasy to ask a simple, unsettling question. When power arrives disguised as wisdom, what do we choose to do with it? If you've ever traveled with me, you know I love the places where old and new press together. I grew up with the sagas, then spent years guiding travelers across Iceland and beyond, telling stories where geology, folklore, and human frailty all share the same seat by the fire. That work taught me something. Stories are maps. They help us cross dangerous ground. A few years back, I recorded Beowulf in Old Anglo-Saxon.
Poet. Ve gardena ingerdagum geutsyninga frimgefrunon huda ögelingas ellen fremedon.
Why the original language? Because stories were sung before they were shelved. They were meant to be heard in the mouth, not only studied on the page. In Elfworld, I wanted that same pulse, the feeling of an ancient voice walking straight into a modern room. I've also written poetry, Thirnar or Grosir, and countless short pieces that stitch together myth and daily life. All of that experience spills into this book. So what will you find inside? You'll meet an elf who isn't cute, and certainly not tame, more archivist than trickster, carrying a burden of memory that weighs like winter. You'll move between cold places and warm decisions, where every choice echoes. There are flashes of science and glints of magic. There are moral puzzles. Who deserves a second chance? Can a culture be redeemed? And what is the cost of forgetting? I wrote Elfworld because Iceland taught me that knowledge is never neutral. A cairn by the trail can save a life or mislead a traveler, depending on the hands that placed it. The same is true of the stories we inherit and the technologies we build. This book asks you to look at the gift you've been given, turn it in your hands, and decide how you will use it. Step into a story that stands between Alfheimar and our present, restless, uneasy, yet hopeful. Pack a warm coat, bring your questions, and an open ear. If it speaks to you, pick up Elfworld on Amazon. Every copy helps me keep the pen moving toward the next tale. Thank you.